Imagine a fluid you can mix in your kitchen right now for just $3. A single layer of it completely halts rust on any metal object you own. We are talking about car chassis, truck bodies, old axes, cast iron tools, metal fencing, and towing hitches. It instantly turns flaky orange decay into a dark, solid shield that actually merges with the metal itself. You do not need to spend hours sanding, you do not need pricey base coats, and you definitely do not need to visit an auto body shop. Ancient Roman boat builders relied on this exact mixture to keep their giant fleets safe from the ocean for decades. Army engineers trusted it through 2 global conflicts. But then, the car business silently buried the secret. They did not stop talking about it because it stopped working. They hid it because it worked flawlessly. A $3 fix that kills rust forever will never help them sell you expensive new car parts. And if they cannot sell you replacement panels, they cannot make their massive profits. This is the true story of the most affordable metal shield ever found, and how the big vehicle companies made sure you never heard about it. If uncovering these hidden truths matters to you, hitting subscribe and ringing that bell is the best way to keep this lost knowledge breathing. This channel is where we unlock the heavy doors, the big industries nailed shut. Back in the year 49 BC, Julius Caesar gave his sea captains a strict order. Every single warship hull had to be painted with a dark juice squeezed from the bark of oak trees. His naval fleets sailing the Mediterranean Sea fought a monster much worse than rival armies. They fought saltwater. The wooden bottoms rotted quickly, but the metal brackets and nails rusted even faster. Roman metalworkers figured out that leaving iron pieces in a strong, tea-like brew made from smashed tree pods left a deep blue and black film on the metal. That thin film fought off the salty ocean spray for entire sailing seasons. They did not know the exact science behind it, but they saw the undeniable proof. Boats painted with this bark juice survived 3 or 4 times longer than untreated ships sitting in the Roman harbors. That secret traveled all over the ancient lands. Crafters in Egypt dipped their metal carving tools into liquids made from pomegranate skins before locking them away in desert pyramids. Thousands of years later, explorers found those exact iron tools still in perfect shape, shielded by that same dark crust. Fast forward to the Middle Ages in England, and local metalworkers closely guarded a method they named bark liquor. They would boil down small, round lumps found on oak tree branches to make a thick, dark syrup. Every single sword blade, metal door joint, and iron tool was dunked right into that pot before it was sold. A simple tool maker in the 1300s could promise his metalwork would stay rust-free for 20 solid years. His big secret only cost him a pail of water and a few handfuls of tree growths from the woods nearby. The active ingredient doing all the heavy lifting actually has a name. It is called tannic acid. It is part of a chemical family known as tannins, which you can easily find in things like tree bark, everyday tea leaves, the skins of grapes, fallen acorns, and plenty of other normal plants. Whenever tannic acid touches iron oxide, which is the scientific name for rust, it kicks off a powerful chemical shift. It changes that flaky orange dust into an entirely new material called iron tannate. This is a tough, dark-colored, rust-blocking barrier that fuses directly to the metal underneath it. It does not just lay on top like a coat of spray paint. It literally becomes one with the steel. By the time the 1700s rolled around, the British Royal Navy had turned this trick into official policy. The big shipyards in places like Portsmouth and Plymouth always kept giant wooden barrels full of this tannic mixture ready to go. They used it to coat massive anchor chains, the iron parts of their cannons, and the metal ribs of their ships. We even have an old journal from the Portsmouth Yard dated 1789. It states that iron pieces painted with this oak bark juice showed absolutely 0 signs of wear after spending 40 months out on the ocean. That is 3.5 years of harsh salt spray, thick jungle heat, and heavy combat, all protected for the simple price of boiling some tree bark in a big pot. Jumping ahead to World War I, the British military painted their battlefield gear using massive batches of tannic acid pulled from South American trees. They coated their guns, their knives, their mortar shells, and the frames of their transport trucks. Whole divisions of massive tanks powered through the deep, wet mud of Flanders, all protected by bottoms painted with this exact treatment. By the time World War II broke out, the U.S. Armed Forces were using the exact same strategy. If you look at Technical Manual TM 9-1795, printed by the War Department back in 1943, it clearly tells soldiers to use tannic acid mixtures to kill rust on their trucks and battle gear. The guidebook told them to mix 1 scoop of tannic acid powder with 10 parts of water and just paint it right over the rusty spots. They did not have to sand it down first, and they did not need a base coat. Making a whole gallon of this stuff cost under 15 cents back then. If you adjust that for today's money, you are looking at right around $3.50. The very same army that poured billions of dollars into building airplanes and armored vehicles kept them from rotting away using a $3 drink you could stir up in a mess tin. What I am showing you today barely scratches the surface. I have gathered up every single survival secret that the big outdoor corporations are trying to hide from you. It is all waiting for you inside our complete survival vault. We are talking about a scrap-built solar water heater that the big power companies tried to erase, a battery made from dirt and two basic metals that creates free power, a homemade sand filter that cleans muddy river water better than expensive store-bought rigs, a device that literally sucks fresh drinking water straight out of the dry desert air, a thermal wall heating design that keeps a cabin warm all winter without burning a single log, methods for packing food in special bags so it stays safe to eat for 2.5 decades, rain-catching plans that your local city inspectors pray you never find, and of course the full rust-killing masterclass that will save you thousands of dollars at the mechanic. It is over 10 heavy-hitting guides packed into a single spot. No filler, just the hard facts. You will find the link down in the description box below. But do not click away just yet, because the hard laboratory science behind this $3 trick is where things get truly mind-blowing. Back in 1986, scientists at the Materials Science Division of North Carolina State University released a groundbreaking paper on tannic acid treatments. They took heavily rusted steel plates and washed them in a basic tannic acid blend right in their labs. Once the metal was coated, they blasted it with a brutal 500-hour salt spray test. This is the ultimate industry benchmark to see how well something fights off decay. The plain tannic acid easily beat out two highly rated commercial rust-blocking paints that sell for more than $40 a quart. It beat them outright. A homemade fluid that runs you pennies per use destroyed retail products hanging on the shelves at your local auto parts store. The scientists also tested how hard the coating stuck to the metal using intense adhesive pull tests. The tannic acid shield walked away with a flawless 5 out of 5 score. That is the exact same durability rating given to the expensive, machine-applied base coats on brand new cars rolling straight out of the factory. A mixture you can whip up on your kitchen counter equaled a factory defense system that cost the big automakers $18 to spray on every single car. Think about the scale of that for a second. Later, a 1992 report printed in a major coatings technology journal proved that this acid literally merges with iron oxide on a microscopic level, creating what they call ferric tannate complexes. These structures do not just sit passively on top of the metal. They dig deep into the microscopic cracks of the rotting steel and plug them up from the inside out. When the scientists checked how much oxygen could push through that newly formed layer, they found it stopped 97% of the air from touching the bare metal beneath it. 97%. That level of shielding is virtually identical to professional hot dip galvanizing, a heavy-duty process that costs anywhere from $2 to $4 a square foot at an industrial plant. You get almost the exact same armor from tannic acid for roughly 3 cents a square foot, mixing it up in your own garage. For the massive chemical companies, the data only gets worse. In 2014, researchers at the Indian Institute of Technology looked at 37 different rust studies from 12 different nations covering 40 years of science. What they found was a complete nightmare for any brand selling expensive rust repair bottles. Across the board, simple tannic acid treatments consistently equaled or totally destroyed the performance of expensive store-bought chemical converters when it came to fighting salt, sticking to the metal, and lasting for years. The premium rust killer at the hardware store usually holds between 8 and 15% tannic acid. The rest is just fancy proprietary plastics and chemical thinners. The tannic acid is what actually stops the rust. Those extra chemicals are only there so the company can charge you top dollar. A 12-ounce bottle of that name brand rust sealer will run you anywhere from $14 to $22 at the parts counter, but the actual tannic acid inside that plastic bottle only costs the factory about 40 cents. That is an insane markup of over 3,000%. Meanwhile, you can go online and buy pure tannic acid powder for roughly $12 a pound. If you mix that single pound with water, you will create almost 10 full gallons of commercial-grade rust destroyer. 10 gallons is more than you need to coat every single rusted inch of a heavy-duty pickup truck, all your backyard tools, a metal perimeter fence, and your outdoor storage shed, all for $12. If you are still watching, you are officially more educated on preventing metal decay than 99% of the drivers on the road. Hit that subscribe button and send this to a buddy who is sick of handing cash to mechanics to fix damage that a $3 jar could easily stop. All these suppressed secrets are waiting for you inside the Complete Survival Vault, linked down below. Now, stick around, because we are cracking open the heaviest vault of them all. So, why do you not know about this? Why does your local garage hand you a massive repair bill instead of a cheap jug of tannic acid? The explanation is hiding in plain sight inside the financial paperwork of the global car repair network. The rust-fixing and vehicle undercoating business rakes in more than $14 billion every single year in North America alone. The Automotive Aftermarket Suppliers Association tracks this. That massive number covers new truck bed panels, expensive spray-on undercoats, chassis welding, and those premium rust-proofing add-ons they push at the dealership. $14 billion pumping into mechanic shops, body centers, and retail stores year after year. A simple $3 fluid that you can brush on in your driveway puts that massive flow of money in direct danger. Picture what happens when a guy in the Midwest figures out he can permanently freeze the rust on his truck's wheel arches with this stuff. He cancels his $600 appointment at the body shop because he saved those metal panels for literal pennies. He walks right past the $70 cans of heavy rubber undercoating. He keeps his truck for another decade instead of trading it in early because of a rotting frame. Losing a single guy like that is fine. Losing 10 million of those guys destroys an entire sector of the economy. The whole rust prevention game survives on one core rule. They need you to stay completely in the dark. The big companies producing those premium rust-killing sprays absolutely know how powerful tannic acid is. That is exactly why they use it as their main ingredient. But they hide it inside secret patented blends and fancy spray cans so they can charge you 30 to 50 times more than the basic powder is worth. They cannot legally patent tannic acid by itself because it is just a natural chemical made by plants. You cannot claim ownership over tree bark, and you cannot put a trademark on a compound that leaks out of a wet tea bag. So instead, they patent the plastic bottle and they sell you a carefully crafted mystery. They call it Rust Reformer or Rust Converter Pro or similar flashy names. Look closely, and every single one relies on tannic or phosphoric acid to do the actual work. Every one of them demands $15 to $40 for something you can stir together at home for pocket change. This is not some wild internet conspiracy. It is a highly calculated business model built entirely on keeping the public uneducated. And it functions perfectly because no one passes down the old ways anymore. Your grandpa definitely knew about this. He likely kept a cloudy glass jar of this exact mixture sitting right on his garage shelf, parked next to the paint thinner and the heavy oils. Every single hand tool he owned got dunked into that jar before he hung it back on his pegboard. His heavy wrenches survived for 40 years. Your modern wrenches barely make it 4 years before the shiny finish flakes away and the rust takes over. The steel is not the problem. The problem is that the survival knowledge was stolen from you. So, here's exactly how you take it back. Go to any online science supplier or wholesale herb shop and pick up some food-grade tannic acid powder. A single 1-pound bag runs between $10 and $14, and it will keep you supplied for years to come. Scoop 2 tablespoons of that dry powder into an empty glass jar. Pour in 1 cup of slightly warm distilled water, which you can grab at any corner store. Mix it up until the powder melts into a deep, dark amber liquid. Right there in your hand is the $3 chemical the car companies pray you never discover. To use it, grab a wire brush or some steel wool and just knock off the chunky, flaking bits of rust first. You do not have to strip it all the way down to shiny metal because that defeats the whole purpose. This stuff is designed to eat existing rust. Take a dirt cheap foam brush, dip it in, and paint the dark liquid right on top of the corroded metal. In less than half an hour, you will watch that ugly orange crust start shifting into a deep blue and black tone. That color shift is the raw chemistry taking place right in front of you. It is the iron oxide permanently evolving into iron tannate. Allow that first layer to cure for about 2 to 4 hours, depending on how damp the air is outside. Then,